This is, the federal legislative branch, trying to intervene in an individual ongoing criminal prosecution. And so, that's something that I think is a proposition that is anathema to government principles of comity, sovereignty, and federalism, and something that we cannot countenance.
That was Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg tonight, reacting to a question about House Republicans' efforts to meddle in his criminal investigation into Donald Trump. If you recall, House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan is dragging in a former member of Bragg's investigative team to talk to Jordan's committee in a fairly transparent attempt to glean information about the DA's criminal case against Trump. Now, not surprisingly, DA Bragg's office is trying to convince the judge overseeing that case to keep all evidence under wraps, even from the former president. Just last night, Bragg's prosecutors requested a protective order, which asks that Trump, a former president, be barred from seeing certain material during the discovery process without his lawyers present, and that Trump be prohibited from posting details on any of it on news or social media platforms. Former president. Prosecutors mentioned Trump's tendency to go after anyone investigating him, noting that he has already attacked several people linked to this case, including DA Bragg and the judge himself. They also argued that the current federal investigation into Trump's handling of classified materials down at Mar-a-Lago, quote, gives rise to significant concern that defendant will similarly misuse grand jury and other sensitive materials here. And what do you know? Today, Trump's lawyers are asking House Republicans to intervene in that very same investigation. Today, Trump's lawyers sent this 10-page letter to the Republican chair of the House Intelligence Committee, essentially asking him to step in and prevent DOJ from continuing to conduct ham-handed criminal investigations of matters that are inherently not criminal. The solution to these issues is not a misguided, politically infected, and severely botched criminal investigation, but rather a legislative solution. DOJ should be ordered to stand down. DOJ should just stand down. Let Congress take care of it. By the way, House Republican friends, can you help us with that? Meanwhile, Trump's lawyers also revealed that among the classified documents taken from the White House were briefings for phone calls with foreign leaders. And that adds to what we already knew in this case, that these documents contain secrets about an unnamed country's nuclear capabilities, as well as highly sensitive intelligence about China and Iran. So Trump's lawyers are hoping that Republicans will, if they might, slow down the Mar-a-Lago investigation. But two of Trump's top lawyers, Boris Epshteyn and Evan Corcoran, they have now spoken to special counsel prosecutors, and they have appeared before the grand jury. And prosecutors are reportedly asking grand jury witnesses a series of questions about whether Trump showed off sensitive maps with classified information to his visitors at Mar-a-Lago, all of which would seem to indicate that special counsel Jack Smith is not slowing down anytime soon.